Hello friends, welcome to SQL Practical Question video series. Here is another interesting question that I have received from one of the subscriber. Thank you Tamilarasan for sending this question. First let me explain what is the question is about, then I will show you how to write a SQL to achieve this functionality. So we are having a table which contains information about an ID, a reporting month and status. For example, in case of ID 1, we have for Jan 2020 the status is red. Similarly for February status is red, March it is green. So for rest of the month like April, May and June it is red. So very similar to that we have for multiple IDs, and for every ID there is a reporting month and we have a status. So the expectation is for each ID we need to find the last consecutive count of red status. That is, till you encounter green you just need to count the number of red status. If the consecutive count is greater than or equal to 3, then we need to print the ID and the count. For example, in case of 1, the last consecutive red status is 3. So we just need to print 1 and 3. ID is 1, count is 3. In case of ID 2, the last consecutive red status is 5. So we just need to print ID is 2 and the count is 5. So in case of ID 3, in fact everything is red here, so we just need to put the total count. So ID is 3, the count of red status is 4. Let us take ID 4, the last consecutive red status is 2. So it is not greater than or equal to 3. So let us not print this. Similarly for ID 5, the last status is green. So there is no need to print ID 5 also. Similarly in ID 6, the last consecutive status of red is 2 only. So it's not necessary to print ID 6 also. So this is the expectation. First let me explain, or first let me show you what is the logic I am going to follow. Then I will show you how to write the SQL so that it is easy for you to understand while writing the SQL. First what I am going to do is, I am just going to introduce a value like if it is red I am going to take 0. If it is green I am just going to take 1. So that is the step 1. Next step, I am going to compute the cumulative sum of value whatever we displayed in the step 1. So we will just take the cumulative sum of whatever the value we just put it in the step 1. Third step is we are going to filter the record wherever there is a 0 in step 2. Okay, so by that way we can avoid all the rows from green and beyond green. So if you see here, from green and beyond green we can completely avoid. The step 4 is we are going to put a count on the number of rows that we got in the step 3. So in this case the count will be 3. Last step, we are going to check whether the count is greater than or equal to 3, because our expectation is we need to give the count of last consecutive red status. If it is greater than or equal to 3, then we need to print it. So this is the logic I am going to follow. Now let me show you by writing this SQL so that it is easy for you to follow the same steps. Okay, first let me create the table and I'm just populating all the data. Okay, it's committed. So let me just query from table T. Okay, so for easier understanding, let us just take only one ID and finally we will remove this where condition so that the same logic will apply for rest of the IDs also. So first let me select all the columns like ID, reporting month and status. The first thing what we need is the reporting month is actually a character column. I want to convert into a date column so that it is easy for us to sort by descending while computing the cumulative sum. So I'm just using the toDate function to convert the character into date. So MONYY. So this is the reporting month. Okay, next what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print 0 if it is red and 1 if it is green. So you can use either case or you can use decode. So now I'm using decode. So let me put decode of status. If it is green, let us print 1, otherwise let us put 0. So this is the status. Now what we are going to do is we are just going to do a cumulative sum of whatever the value we just introduced. So let me put sum of this column over partition by ID, because for every ID we need to compute this. Order by date descending. So date anyway we have already captured here, so I'm just copying the same date descending. Okay, let me just give alias like D. So we just got whatever the value we computed in step 2, we just got it here. So anyway, the rest of the columns are not important. We can remove this. For example, this reporting month and the date, status, everything. All these things are not needed. So let us remove. So now I'm going to make this as an inline query. Select star from. So let me put where. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to filter for the rows which have 0. That is as per our step 3. So I'm just saying where D equal to 0. Okay. Now let us put ID comma count. In this 4th step we are actually counting the number of record. So I'm just putting the count. Since it is an aggregation function, let us put group by ID. Fine. So we just got till step 4. Right. In the 5th step we just need to check whether the count is greater than or equal to 3. So for that we can put having class having count of star greater than or equal to 3, or let us put greater than 2. Anything should be fine. Okay. So now let us remove the where condition from here. Okay. So now if you see for ID1 the number of last consecutive read status is 3. Similarly for ID2 it is 5, and for ID3 it is 4. So here is the query. So just to give you a quick recap, you can use either a case or decode to achieve the step 1. So here I just put a case. So this is our step 1. In step 2 we are actually doing a cumulative sum. So I'm using the sum analytical function and using the over and partition class. So that is our step 2, that is computing the cumulative sum. Step 3 we are filtering for the records that is equal to 0 from step 2. So this is our step 3. In step 4 we are taking a count of that record. So here is the aggregation function count, that is our step 4. In step 5 we are filtering for the count that is greater than or equal to 3 or greater than 2. So this is the step 5. Okay. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can just check all the questions posted as part of subscriber questions or as part of the interview questions. If you're not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a separate video. If you have learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video. Please click the bell icon if you want to receive instant notification whenever a new videos are uploaded in the channel. Thank you.